Hey guys, so this is a portrait of Cotton Mather. Now, if you look him up, it'll say that he was a clergyman, he was an author, he was a slaveholder. That's all I'm going to identify him as for the purpose of this video is he was a slaveholder. Look, man, it goes like that saying, build 1,000 bridges, suck one dick. You're not a bridge builder, you're a cocksucker. Slave owner. So anyway, one of the people that Cotton Mather enslaved was a guy named Onesimus. Before being sold into slavery, Onesimus was a member of the Akan people who live in current-day Togo, Ghana, and Cote d'Ivoire. So around 1721, Boston, where Cotton Mather and by extension Onesimus lived, was having a smallpox outbreak. So Cotton Mather's asked Onesimus, have you ever had smallpox? Because they understood that if you had smallpox at one point in your life and survived, you were very unlikely to contract it later. And Onesimus' response was yes and no. So Onesimus explains this procedure that a lot of Africans knew about, that if you survived it, you had protection from smallpox. A lot of people survived it. And what it was is that you would get one of the sores created from smallpox, the pox, and you would squeeze the pus out. And then you would put an incision in your skin and you would put the pus in the incision, an inoculation. They're having the smallpox outbreak in Boston. There's a lot of people who decide to do it, and there's a lot of people who decide not to do it. They do a study, and it turns out that, yeah, guess what? It was successful, saved a lot of people's lives. So this African introduced the first inoculations, the first wide use of inoculation in the U.S. But did they understand germ theory, disease theory, that viruses? No, they didn't know what viruses are. They didn't have electron microscopes. Don't be silly. But guess what? They figured out that you need to wash your hands and they'll help you not get sick long before they understood germ theory. So I think it's kind of ironic that it was a West African that first brought inoculation to the Americans. And now it's another West African who is basically trying to take it away.